Fast fashion has become a ubiquitous force in our consumer-driven society. We are drawn to its tempting blend of trendy styles and affordable prices. The constant influx of new arrivals feeds our desire for something new, fueling a cycle of consumption with hidden consequences. Behind the shiny facade of fast fashion lies a darker reality, one that inflicts a heavy toll on our environment and exploits vulnerable communities worldwide. Fast fashion's low prices often mask the true cost of production. Cheap materials, rapid manufacturing processes, and globalized supply chains contribute to a system that prioritizes profit over sustainability and ethical practices. As we load up our shopping carts with the latest trends, we rarely pause to consider the journey of our clothes, from the cotton fields to the factory floors to the landfills. The environmental and human costs of fast fashion are staggering. Massive amounts of water are consumed, toxic chemicals pollute our waterways, and mountains of textile waste pile up in landfills. Workers in garment factories, often located in developing countries, face exploitative wages, unsafe working conditions, and a lack of basic human rights. This essay aims to shed light on the hidden costs of fast fashion, urging a shift towards more conscious consumption habits. By understanding the true impact of our choices, we can begin to make a difference. It's time to unravel the threads of this unsustainable industry and explore alternative paths towards a more ethical and sustainable future for fashion.
The environmental impact of fast fashion is far-reaching and devastating. The industry is a major consumer of water, using vast quantities for cotton cultivation and textile production. It takes thousands of gallons of water to produce a single cotton t-shirt, a sobering statistic that highlights the immense strain on our precious water resources. Furthermore, the dyeing and treatment processes involved in fast fashion release harmful chemicals into rivers and oceans, polluting ecosystems and harming marine life. These toxic chemicals contaminate our water sources, posing risks to both human and environmental health. The consequences of water pollution are dire, affecting drinking water, food security, and the delicate balance of our planet's ecosystems.
Fast fashion's relentless cycle of trends and disposability generates an overwhelming amount of textile waste. Mountains of discarded clothing end up in landfills, where they decompose slowly, releasing harmful greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. The environmental footprint of fast fashion is undeniable. Its reliance on resource-intensive practices and its contribution to pollution and waste necessitate a shift towards more sustainable alternatives. By embracing conscious consumption habits, supporting eco-friendly brands, and reducing our textile waste, we can minimize the environmental burden of our wardrobes and pave the way for a more sustainable fashion future.
Behind the allure of fast fashion lies a darker reality, one marked by labor exploitation and unsafe working conditions for countless garment workers around the world. The industry's relentless pursuit of low prices and quick turnarounds often comes at the expense of the very people who make our clothes.
Garment workers, predominantly women, toil long hours in cramped and hazardous factories, often for poverty wages that barely meet their basic needs. They face immense pressure to meet production quotas, leaving them vulnerable to forced overtime, verbal abuse, and unsafe working conditions. The Rana Plaza disaster in Bangladesh, where over 1,100 garment workers lost their lives in a factory collapse, served as a tragic wake-up call to the human cost of fast fashion. This devastating event exposed the dangers faced by workers in poorly regulated factories and highlighted the urgent need for greater transparency and accountability within the industry.
The fast fashion industry's reliance on cheap labor, opaque supply chains, and lax regulations perpetuates a system of exploitation that undermines workers' rights and well-being. By supporting brands that prioritize fair labor practices, demanding transparency from companies, and advocating for stricter regulations, we can help create a more just and equitable fashion industry.
Section 4. Thrifting for a Cause. A sustainable fashion expert's insights. Meet Sarah, a passionate advocate for sustainable fashion and founder of The Conscious Closet, a popular blog and online community dedicated to promoting ethical and eco-friendly fashion choices. My journey began with my own realization of the fast fashion industry's hidden costs, prompting me to explore alternative ways to build a stylish and sustainable wardrobe. Thrifting is not only a treasure hunt for unique pieces, but also a powerful act of resistance against fast fashion. By giving pre-loved clothes a second life, we reduce textile waste, minimize our environmental impact, and break free from the cycle of constant consumption. Thrifting doesn't mean compromising on style. With a little creativity and an eye for quality, you can find amazing pieces that reflect your personal aesthetic while supporting a more sustainable fashion system. Beyond thrifting, I encourage individuals to explore the art of upcycling, transforming old garments into new creations. Upcycling is a fun and creative way to breathe new life into clothes that might otherwise end up in a landfill. From simple alterations to more elaborate transformations, the possibilities are endless. Through my blog and workshops, I empower individuals to make more conscious fashion choices, proving that style and sustainability can go hand in hand.
Section 5. Embracing ethical alternatives. Brands that put people and planet first. As consumers become increasingly aware of the ethical and environmental implications of their fashion choices, a growing number of ethical and sustainable brands are emerging, offering alternatives to the fast fashion paradigm. These brands prioritize transparency, fair labor practices, and environmentally friendly production methods, proving that style and sustainability are not mutually exclusive. One such brand is People Tree, a pioneer in fair trade fashion. Committed to empowering artisans and farmers in developing countries, People Tree works directly with producers to create beautiful and sustainable clothing using organic cotton, natural dyes, and traditional craftsmanship techniques. Another inspiring example is Patagonia, a renowned outdoor apparel company known for its commitment to environmental and social responsibility. Patagonia's one-wear program encourages customers to repair, recycle, and resell their Patagonia gear, reducing textile waste and promoting a more circular economy. By supporting ethical and sustainable brands, we can align our values with our fashion choices, investing in companies that prioritize people and the planet over profits. These brands demonstrate that it's possible to create stylish and high-quality clothing while upholding ethical and sustainable practices.
Section 6. Your choice, your impact towards a more conscious closet. The fast fashion industry's grip on our consumption habits is undeniable, but we are not powerless in the face of its consequences. Each purchase we make is a vote for the kind of world we want to live in. By becoming more conscious consumers, we can collectively shift the fashion paradigm towards sustainability, ethics, and a greater respect for people and the planet. Start by asking yourself some simple questions before making a purchase. Do I really need this item, or am I just caught up in the cycle of trends? Where was this garment made and under what conditions? What are the environmental impacts of this piece, from its materials to its production process? Embrace the power of thrifting and upcycling, discovering unique pieces and giving pre-loved clothes a second life. Support ethical and sustainable brands that align with your values, investing in companies that prioritize fair labor practices and environmentally friendly production methods. Share your sustainable fashion journey with friends, family, and on social media. By spreading awareness, inspiring others, and advocating for change, we can amplify our impact and contribute to a more conscious and compassionate fashion industry. The future of fashion is in our hands, and together, we can create a more stylish, sustainable, and ethical world.